Good morning, Vande Matram. Welcome all of you. Here is a nice topic for you. Bridging the gap between earth and heaven. Bridging the gap between earth and heaven. It is under Supramental Transformation Part 2. Initially in the Supramental Transformation Part 1, we have discussed a little bit on triple transformation. It is a needy moment for us, needful moment for us to go for the supramental transformation. As I have told you, we have started in the beginning. I mean, many times we have discussed on this triple transformation here in series. Maybe we are taking the supramental transformation for the first time. Couple of episodes we will find here. Anyway, it is the time to discuss on bridging the gap between earth and heaven. Supramental transformation part 2. It is on vision of the future. Already we have seen earth is here and heaven on the top. Earth too old, heaven too young. They look at each other. They yearn to wake up and clasp each other, but never can they clasp. They are looking and they are in love with each other, looking forward from day and night. Round the clock they keep looking at each other, but unable to hug each other, clasp each other, take into arms of each other, go into arms of each other. That is the problem. Anyway, there is a gap. There is a gap already we have discussed in many times. Earth must transform herself and equal heaven. Heaven descend into earth's mortal state. But this is not at all possible. But it has not been possible, sorry. But it will be possible, Sri Aurobindo course. Because for this vast spiritual change to be, this is Sri Aurobindo course spiritual change. And for that vast spiritual change to be out of the mystic cavern in human heart, the heavenly psyche must put up its veil. Now it is put on. It has to put up the veil. Anyway, here we are going for this. Who will bridge the gap? Who will unite the Alpha and Omega? Who will tie up this matter and the spirit? That is the problem, that is the question, and the ultimate answer is the supramental force, nothing else. And here we are on our way of discussion. We keep discussing regularly on this, in sequence rather, on this supramental transformation. It is supramental transformation part 2. So what is the problem? Already we know difficulty to bridge the gap between earth and heaven. Why? How shall earth nature and man's nature rise? That is the question. To the celestial levels at earth abide. Not at all possible. Who will take it? How the bridge can be abridged? It is the problem. Both are standing on both sides. In between there is no bridge. How can be they will be able to cross the bridge, cross the river water? A bridge is necessary, but a bridge is yet to be constructed, and how this bridge will be abridged? That's what is here in the course, and we can take it for the supramental realization, supramental transformation. How shall the earth nature and man's nature rise to the celestial levels? At earth abide. Heaven and earth towards each other gaze. Towards each other gaze, already I have quoted. Not for one time, two times, but from the time immemorial till now, and they will be abridging. They will be looking at each other. Like you can remember John Keats' Ode to the Grecian Urn. Bold lover, never canst thou kiss. Both are moving. They are actually forward moving position. Lover and beloved, they keep moving. Beloved is at the at the front, and this guy is chasing. But John Keats writes, never canst thou kiss. You can never kiss. because maybe somewhere in the after the long ending time, that interval is once this wrapped up, there is a possibility you can reach. But here, very difficult because the earth is round. Considering that aspect, there is a possibility. But with possibility and probability, life you can never, dream of. But there is possibility. With the possibility, normally we go. But this possibility, you don't know where it will, you will fulfill your possibility or probability. Anyway, heaven and earth towards each other gaze. Towards each other they gaze. How? Across a gulf that few can cross, none touch. Few, always here in the quotes, few. Because the world is not at all prepared. The scenario you see is a very difficult scenario. Nobody is interested, even if some people are marching forward, they are having some doubts, difficulties. They don't know where really it is, or how this will be fulfilled. Very difficult. They are unable to achieve. That's what across a gulf that few can cross, none touch. Few can cross, none touch. It has not been touched. Possibility. Some people can go. That's what I want to quote it again. Difficulties there. For that, actually, supramental force is required. Ordinarily, this ordinary force can't bridge it. For that, actually, for that abridgment, to construct a bridge, supramental force will come out and it has to take the major role and it has to stand on the way. How shall the earth nature and the man's nature can rise to the celestial levels, yet earth abide? Heaven and earth towards each other gaze across a gulf that few can cross, none touch. Again, when we are in a confused state, you will be having some questions in your mind definitely, because it is running from the time immemorial, from the birth of time. None, both they look at each other, that gap is yet to be bridged. Nobody has constructed a bridge till now. So how will it be possible? That same question, not only in you, people keep asking. That is the question. So Sri Aurobindo's answer is that is the power of supermind, nothing else. That is the power of supermind. What is that supermind? The immeasurable cast into many forms. Immeasurable, can't be measured. Immemorable, cast into many forms. He was one he is many, who was the silent one. He wanted to multiply himself, to become many, divine many. The immeasurable cast into many forms, a miracle of the multitudinous one. That is what he wanted to do, the miracles. That's what Sri Aurobindo quotes. Normally people run after miracles. Somebody is doing a miracle, there will be a long queue. People will be waiting like anything to get the touch of miracle. For that, actually, they said themselves, they are all laughter and all. They bend down, take all the necessary help because it is necessary for them. But Sri Aurobindo quotes, necessary miracles are not done, not made, it is done. Nobody can do the miracle. It is done automatically because the world is a miracle. This world is a miracle. This earth is a miracle. This life is a miracle. This movement is a miracle. This transformation is a miracle. Normally it is done. How are you getting madly after this miracle and the miraculous process also? The miracle of the multitudinous one. He wanted to multiply himself. Because nobody can compel. How can you compel the divine to act according to your choice, your demand? Not feasible. The immeasurable cast into many forms, a miracle of the multitudinous one. There is a conscious mind. There is a consciousness mind can touch. That is the limit of the mind, human mind, surface mind. There is a consciousness, divine consciousness. Mind can touch. Mind knows not what really this is. And reaching it is a very $1 billion question for it. There is a consciousness mind can touch, its speech can't utter. How? He does not know, how shall I describe? Suppose you have not gone to, Pondicherry, or nor you have heard anything about Pondicherry, or even you don't have the talk, heard the talk from somebody else, neither gone nor read nor heard. So how shall you describe what this divine phenomenon going on? How this is a laboratory, how it works? Simply guessing does not work. Its speech can't utter because it knows not. It has got its limited. It guesses sometimes beyond its limits, but actually this guess in half sleep. Mind in half sleep. Sometimes one day you heard that talk. Climb to summits beyond mind's half sleep. Soul must soar. Mind can't go. Mind can't guess. Mind does not know what really it is. Its speech can't utter, nor its thought reveal. It is on the concealed stage. Thought can't reveal, that is what. Mind is impotent, simply confined, limited. Its thought can't reveal. I'll tell you again. There is a consciousness, divine consciousness. Mind can't touch. How? Why? Even if it wants, it dreams of, it can't go. It can't reach there. How can? If you reach, then there is a possibility of touching. It is not possible. There is a consciousness mind can touch. It has its speech can't utter, because it does not know how it is, how it works, what it is. Nor a thought reveal. That consciousness is concealed. Mind's thought is impotent, unable to reveal it. It has no home on earth. If it is a earthly material staying within earthly ground, then there would be a possibility, because this what power, it has this consciousness, it has no home on earth, no center in man. Even within the man there is no center, so mind can't reach there. It is the source of all things thought and done. It is not here, not coming. Mind can't touch. Mind can't utter. Mind's word can't express. It has no home in on earth, no center in man. It is the source of all things thought and done. Thought and done. Even with the latest, updated, and developed mind, if it is there. It is the source of all things thought and done, the front of creation and its works. Front of creation, that is the divine consciousness. It can't be understood nor touched by the surface mind. That is the problem with which it is really moving. The front of creation and its works, this is the supramental force, consciousness. It is the source of all things thought and done. For that, actually, you have to go to that level. That is what the requirement. And if it comes, if this supramental force, supramental light descends really, supramental ananda descends really, then your obscurities will perish, disappear. And once these obscurities are gone, you can find the clear sunlight here and there, because this sunlight is blocking the crystal clear sun rays that is coming from the top to bottom from the sun, emerging from the sun. But it has been blocked on the way. It has to come out. Once this supramental light, supramental force, supramental consciousness, supramental ananda is descending into this ignorant earthly nature. Ignorant earthly nature. And simultaneously it is working in this embodied earthly nature, ignorant nature. And simultaneously it is working on the mind and vital and physical. And not only working, it is transforming them, mind and life and body, mind and life and body. Then it is possible to come out and see what is this. This force is required, and this force can bridge the gap between earth and heaven, which is yet unbridged. Heaven and earth still on the two extreme ends, yet to reach, yet to touch. That force has to descend. That is the purpose of this supramental yoga. Thank you. Vande Mataram.